What's going on, guys? I'm with the Moose, and today we're back with another draft and play on Battle Royale. This time we're going to be taking a viewer's comment, and you guys can comment on this video, leave me some ideas for the next draft and play. But this one, Jake said he wanted me to do a regional draft, pick a part of the United States, and draft players who play closest to that region. His example was New Hampshire, and I'm going to use that example perfectly in this one. We are going to do New Hampshire as the region in this one. So basically, if we see any Red Sox players, they're pretty much guaranteed to be picked. Yankees players are likely, Mets players are likely, and obviously the surrounding teams as well, like the Orioles, and there's a bunch of others that we'll get into, but I feel like a lot of them are going to be, Yankees, Mets, Red Sox, and then a few others as well. The Blue Jays will actually be pretty close. That's a very close team to New Hampshire, but let's hop right into it. Let's get into it and see who we're going to draft, especially in our Legend round. That's the key. We can always get some goodies in this round. It's lagging, but we got to it. What are we getting here? Looks like it might be a Yogi Berra. So yeah, that's who it's going to be. Mike Trout, that's really far away from New Hampshire. So is Milwaukee, and so is Texas. So Yogi Berra is going to be the choice here. Not who I would have chosen in this round, but that's all right. Yogi Berra is still a very good player. Let's see what we got here. Tampa Bay is not very close. Looks like it's probably going to be the Orioles. Cleveland is fairly close, but Baltimore is a little bit closer to New Hampshire in my personal opinion. But I mean, I don't know. That's going to be close. I think I'm going to defer to the Eastern Seaboard, if you will, if I have to. So speaking of that, we're probably going to pick Cody Ashley here. I believe it's Ashley. Somebody commented on my video, I think last time when we picked him, and correct me. Hopefully I'm correct. If I messed it up again, let me know, man. But hopefully I didn't. This time, looking like we're going to get a very good player. Ichiro, I would have loved to get him. Too far away, though. Cespedes is probably going to be the pick. The Reds are fairly close, but not close enough. Same with the Indians. And obviously Cespedes is going to be closer. I don't like his batting stance that much. I'm not very good with him, but he is a very good player, so we'll have to deal with it. Looks like, wow, there's really nobody close at all here. I will say for free agents, we'll just use whatever jersey they're in the picture. Of course, this guy doesn't have a picture, so he's not going to be considered. Carlos Frias is nowhere close, LA. So I think we're going to go as Waldo Arcia, Minnesota, Kansas City. I mean, they're both really far away from New Hampshire. I guess, Minnesota is pretty much just directly west of New Hampshire, whereas Kansas City is kind of like southwest a little bit. So that's the choice there. Not the perfect science, but we'll have to deal with it. Looks like we got Atlanta and Cleveland. I personally think Cleveland is a little bit closer than Atlanta. Now, I do like that in Andrelton Simmons, but I think Carlos Carrasco might have to be the pick here. It makes the most logical sense. If you go directly west, you'll hit Cleveland, so that's the choice there. Right here, not looking good either. Wow. Detroit and Chicago. Honestly, I don't know which one is closer to New Hampshire. They're both very close, and I'm really not sure. Those are definitely the two closest places. And I think I'm going to go V-Mart because of that. We'll see. If I got that wrong, let me know down in the comments down below. But I think, Detroit might be a little bit closer. But who knows? Right here, looks like a Drupal Cabrera is going to be the pick. New York Mets, that's, like I said, going to be pretty much always going to be chosen if, the Mets are there. What are we getting here? Got Pittsburgh. That's going to be the choice here for sure. The other places are fairly close, but we're going to get Liriano. I like Liriano, but the other choices could have been a little bit better for us, but we got to deal with it. Right here is where that free agent thing is going to come into play. Brian Mitchell is going to be the choice here. He's in the Yankees uniform, so we'll take that as if he were a Yankees player. Otherwise, it would have been Darnell Sweeney, but it's going to be Brian Mitchell because he's got that Yankees uni on. What are we getting in this round? Looks like we got a Nick Castellanos and a K-Rod. Those are going to be the two closest. Detroit is the closest here. I'm gonna kind of pick on need here. Castellanos is a beast today. Wow, with that inside edge, we're going to go with him. Gotta love that. And we'll see where we can go from it. Looks like Neil Walker's probably going to be the choice here. Pittsburgh is closer than Atlanta, which I believe was the next closest. I would have loved me some Carter Caps. I love that guy so much. But Neil Walker will be the choice here for Pittsburgh. And that'll round out our order. So hopefully we can get some good relief pitchers. Oh, there we go. We finally get a Toronto. That is going to be the choice here. Toronto is definitely very close to New Hampshire. Pretty much the only place, not closer, or the only place closer than Toronto, I believe, would be the Red Sox. At least that's my guess. I think Toronto would be the choice here again. I would like Mark Melanson. He is in the Yankees uni. He is a Yankees player in this card. But I think Redmond and the Blue Jays are going to be a little bit closer. So that's the choice there. What are we getting here? CJ Wilson's a Ranger in this card. Cincinnati is closer than Detroit, I believe. Like I said, my geography is getting a little bit messed up. So we're going to go Cincy. Get Jumbo Diaz. We'll see, though. I mean, who knows? If I messed up a couple, let me know down in the comments down below. Hopefully I didn't. I'm not doing it on purpose if I am. Jesse Chavez on the Blue Jays here. That's the choice here. What are we getting in the next round here? Looks like we got Neil Katsu's in a Twins uniform. Alex Torres is on the, what do you call it, San Francisco Giants. And David Hernandez is on the Phillies. That's going to be the choice here. Phillies are pretty darn close. Brett Cecil, that's a fun pick. I love that. Also Carson Smith, though. And like I said, the Red Sox are pretty much going to be guaranteed choices. And that'll be the choice here. Carson Smith, the Red Sox are pretty much the closest team to New Hampshire. Depending on which point you start in New Hampshire, of course. But that'll be the choice there. And then this is where, like I said, I've been getting messed up. I'm not exactly sure if Illinois, is closer to, Chicago, or Chicago, Illinois, I should say, is closer than Detroit, Michigan. I don't know. I'm not good with the map, but I think Detroit, I've been kind of deferring to Detroit a lot, so we're going to go K-Rod there. And just personally, I would have liked Chris Sale better anyway, so don't fault me for picking K-Rod instead. Looks like Logan Verrett here. Going to be the choice. The Mets are very close, and that'll be the choice for that one. What else are we getting here? Got a Wilmer Flores. He'll be the choice here. Always love when there's Mets or Red Sox or somebody like that. Makes it an easy choice on me. It looks like this is going to be Starling Marte. The Pirates are fairly close. Definitely closer than the Indians and, of course, the Brewers. So Starling Marte, I love that card. It's going to be a beast, and I can't wait to get him on the team. Looks like Pedro Florimone. I don't even know how to say it. He's probably going to be the choice here. Oh, David Freese also plays for the Pirates now. So I think Freese might be the... Yeah, Freese is going to be the pick here since they both play for the Pirates. Got a little tiebreaker there. Bailed me out a little bit. Looks like it'll be the Orioles player here, Dario Alvarez. Never heard of him, but I'll take it. That will be the choice in this one. Then final round, who are we getting in this one? Looks like the Giants are super far away. Chicago is close. But like I said, I've been kind of deferring to the Tigers, so that'll be the choice here. Hopefully I got that correct, because I pretty much picked only Tigers players when it was like Tigers versus White Sox. So we'll see, but let's hop into the game. I'll show you guys the lineup right beforehand, and we'll get a victory. Hopping into the game now, this is our lineup. We got Starling Marte leading off, Yogi Berra, Yoenis Cespedes, Nick Castellanos, Victor Martinez, Salty, Neil Walker, and then I can't even remember who the last guy was, because it doesn't really matter, because the only guys that matter are the top guys. Also, something to be note, Yogi Berra is playing in right field this game. He qualifies in left and right, so Salty can play at catcher because he has a good inside edge today. That's kind of just something that I wanted to let you guys know, why Yogi Berra is not behind the plate. But good first inning, very solid right there for Carlos Carrasco. Definitely like to see that, and giving our offense a chance right here. We're facing Clayton Kershaw. It's really tough, and right there was a really hard pitch to pick up. This hit right here, I thought this one easily was grabbing the monster with Yogi Berra, just a little bit short. The left fielder able to retire him pretty easily. So like I said, Kershaw was very tough. That pitch to Starling Marte was just brutal as hell. And then this pitch right here, I was just a little bit on top of it. If I got under it a little bit more, that might be on the monster, or maybe even over the monster. But, that's just little, adjustments that we got to make. So, no big deal. Like I said, facing Kershaw is, a challenge. But I figured this guy wouldn't be too tough to beat, since he did have, these gray unis. Probably just picked up the game or something, or just, is super lazy and doesn't want to change his uniforms. One of those two things. So, I don't know, whatever. We just got to figure out Kershaw and, make sure we can hit those spots when we need to. So another good inning for Carrasco here. Trying to see if we can get something going with Nick Castellanos leading off the inning. He's going to hit one into the right center field gap. This one's going to get over the head of the center fielder. I'm not sure if he misplayed that or whatever, but we're taking 3 at least on this one. This one goes all the way into the triangle, and I'm thinking 4. So let's go. Going home, and then I see the jump throw was a great throw. We're going to get back into third just barely. Almost was thrown out at third there, but we do get the runner on third. That's very nice. And then Victor Martinez, next batter up, he's going to launch one to right field. That's going to be deep enough. Fenway's right field is very deep. Now, I only have 44 speed with Castellanos, so I'm thinking, if this throw is good, he's going to have a chance to be out. But the throw is up the line, and we are scoring. So we're taking a 1-0 lead. Very nice to see that. Now Jared Saltalamacchi up. He's crushing one to left field, but look how high this thing went. It was in the air forever. Hits off the wall just above the scoreboard. And we're taking a double with Salty, as I thought, maybe go for 3, but that's probably a wise decision not to, given that he only has 20-something speed. Next guy up, Neil Walker. He's going to hit one to right field. This one's going to be able to get Salty over. Now, I probably shouldn't have tagged up here, but I felt, a little bit risky. I felt, we could do it in another, wild throw a little bit, and we're on third now. Another runner in position, and then the next batter up, we get a base hit right there. Asdrubal Carrera coming through for us and getting us an RBI. So very nice, manufacturing some runs, getting some nice hits with Salty, and some other guys. And Castellanos is who it was. and very, very nice. So Carson Smith on to close it out. He's going to be our makeshift closer for this, BR run, and hopefully he's able to do some work. The problem with him is you have to keep everything low in the zone, and that's very easy to pick up on. So, once people see 4 or 5 pitches, they pretty much just sit low, and they can eventually hit one unless you get it really low, like I do with this slider right here, way in the dirt, or sinker, I should say, and get Jose Bautista to strike out. And the next batter up, get him to K on a nasty slider as well. So we take the victory in the regional draft. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. If you did, please leave a like down below. And like I said earlier in the video, let me know more draft ideas, and we'll get those out for you guys. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you later.